Hey guys, today I got a treat for you. Yes, we're going to be breaking something down and talking about something that pretty much most of you who watch my channel are going to be able to relate to, understand, apply, all that good stuff. We're going to talk about how I build a profitable practice if I had to start all over in the big 2026. Yes, guys, in the big 2026. Things are different. Technology is different. The world is different. All of that stuff. But if you're looking to scale, this is the channel you need to be in. And I will definitely help you level up on a whole nother level. If I lost everything tomorrow, I mean the clients, the website, the business, all of that stuff, but I had my license in hand, I would do things a little differently. So think about it for a moment. And I'm not talking about small tweaks. I'm talking about completely different strategies that would save me years of struggle, tens and thousands of money, and lots of mistakes. Honestly, what's most important, it would help me sustain my mental health. Here's what nobody's telling you guys. Starting a private practice in the big 2026 is a lot harder than it was a few years ago. Things are outdated. So if you're looking at 2025, 2018, 2020 stuff and how to build a practice, you're way behind. You're not gonna be able to level up and scale on that level. But if you're following that same blueprint that everybody else is following, you're gonna burn out fast, you're gonna lose your savings, you're gonna not have the energy, and most importantly, you won't be as confident to be able to scale and build your business the way it needs to be. So let me back up a little bit. My name's Arisza, and I have started multiple private practices, helped other people start them as well as my own. I've made multiple six figures. I've robbed Peter to pay Paul. I've done all of it. And if I had to do it all over again today, knowing what I know now, baby, I do it smarter, I do it faster, and I do it with way less stress. So today I'm walking you through my exact blueprint, step by step, month by month. What I do in month one, what I completely skip, where I'd invest my money, and where I would not waste a single dollar. This is the roadmap that I wish I had. So if you're thinking about starting your practice, or you're already in your first year and you're already overwhelmed, this video is gonna change everything for you. Let's jump into it. So first and foremost, let's talk about what I would not do. This is gonna save you years. I'm telling you, years of time, years of energy. Number one, the mistakes most therapists, should I say, not most people, we're gonna stick with therapists, make, is that they do things too quickly. They get the big office space. Stay virtual. Within your first year, stay virtual. You don't need an office space. When it comes to insurance, invest and get paneled with one. Not all of them, just one. See how things are going, and then as you get the money coming in, then you can expand and start to get credentialed in others. That is the key. Those are some things that I would do. Another thing I would do is not build a website before I had some clients. So I need to have some clients. I need to have some duckies coming in so it can pay for that website. And I'm not gonna spend thousands of dollars on a marketing course. I'm not gonna do all that. So here's a personal story for me. I wasted so much money trying to look established before I was actually established. And that's what I don't want for you guys. These mistakes cost me time and money that I can never get back. So that is the foundation. That's what we're gonna do before we get started. Now, months 1 through 3, let's get into it. I want you to get licensed in 2 to 3 states. Telehealth is the key. Choose one good EHR system. Of course, Jane app is the go-to. And I want you to set up your LLC in a simple bank account, business bank account. Pick about 2 or 3 more insurance panels to get credentialed in, and set that self-pay rate at $150 and up. Do it from day one. Your foundation doesn't have to be fancy. It has to be functional. So this is what I'd invest in, and the other things I would skip for now, at least. All right, jumping into months 3 through 6. Let's get in your first 10 clients. This is what I want you to understand. I want you to join 2 to 3 therapist directories if you haven't already done so. I have all the directories. I can actually send you a list in the comment section. Say, send me directories, and I'll make sure I send you the ones that are my go-to that's helped me scale tremendously with getting tons and tons of revenue and clients coming in. All right, now that you have that one insurance panel that you're getting, whether it's United, TRICARE, whatever it is, keep working that angle. Keep working that angle. Connect. Get all the referrals. Advertise on all those different platforms. That is what you need to do. And then you also want to have a hybrid process. You don't want to just take clients only that are coming from insurance based, but you also want to have a mix of some of that self-pay. That way, I believe in you're not putting all your eggs in one basket. A simple marketing strategy is you want to optimize your directory. So your Google presence, your directory for all these different therapist platforms, be there. But don't invest in that expensive photo shoot. I had my daughter take a picture of me outside when I first started, and that one helped me get to at least my first 100, 200,000 easily. So make sure that you're being strategic and you're being mindful. Do you need a headshot? Yes. Do you need a nice one? Yes. Do you need to invest and pay thousands of dollars to get one just off the rip? No, that's the difference. Make sure you pay attention and understand what you're going to do. All right, you want to start small. 10 clients, that's about $1,000 to $1,500 a week. You want to keep that going. Keep that going. Get that consistency. I'd focus on the revenue first and all the aesthetics later. So if things don't look pretty, it's okay. You got the clients coming in, you have the things you need. Then I'm going to work on my back end stuff. A lot of people I meet with, I'm like, hey, do you have your mission statement? Hey, do you have your bio together? Hey, do you have your, let's see, your policy and procedures and all that stuff? You got to have all that stuff done. That is your back end things that you want to have done before you start jumping and trying to scale and take off, okay? Month 6 to 9, this is where we're sustaining and we're building that revenue. Here you should have about 15 to 20 clients consistently. Now you can invest in that professional headshot, a better website, maybe running some Google ads. Right now you have also niched down, so you know the type of clients that you work best with. You can raise your rates if you want, keep the other ones that you already have in grandfathered in, you can add a wait list, and you can leverage that wait list for either a group practice or I'll tell you some other things later. Either way, you want to track your numbers religiously. You want to look at your no-show rate. You want to look at how many clients are canceling. All of that kind of stuff you want to look at and be able to have those details. That is why it's important, again, guys, to have a really good EHR from the jump so you can see all those things, like I say, from a bird's eye view. So keep that in mind. You want to be able to track your expenses, track your income, all of that stuff. This is where your business becomes a business and not just a hobby. You have your systems in place. They're all automated. So that is between 6 to 9 months. Now let's jump to 9 to 12. This is the expansion decision. This is where you have the fork in the road and you're looking and saying, hey, should I have a solo practice or should I go into a group practice? What should I do? If solo, you can niche down real hard. You can raise those rates to $175, $200 a session. You can start doing some consultations. You can run some groups. You can do supervision. There's a lot of things you can do when you're working for yourself. But if you have a group, you want to hire your first contractor. That means all your systems gotta be tight. I mean tight. No leaks. People need to know that when they come working for business, they can trust what's being done and what's been done before them and know that there's a system and a structure in place that they can grow and help develop and flourish with. All right, now I said before the multi-state license, that is a huge advantage. This will help you move in levels and places that you never thought you could, whether you choose to do a group or whether you choose to do individual. And then you want to add a revenue stream that's not just one-to-one. One-to-one therapy, guys, is amazing. Oh my God, it's amazing. I love helping connecting with individuals. But I will be honest, it is draining and it is an easy way to burn out. So you want to do some other things. Maybe you want to create a course. Maybe you want to have a group for couples. Maybe you want to do some speaking engagements, some consultations. The sky is the limit, guys. You just got to build that foundation first and then everything else will come. All right. So again, if I do it all over again, I would still stick with a group. That's what I have now. I have a group practice. I'm not going to say small because it fluctuates just depending on how much momentum is going on with clients and how many people want to provide the services and all that good stuff. So it fluctuates. I can have anywhere from 5 to 10 or maybe 15 people that are working and seeing clients under me. But again, the more people that you have, the more you need to manage and the more expenses because you got to keep their plate full. You know, their plate not full and they don't got enough to eat. They're going to go someplace else and start dipping and dabbing and eating off of those plates too. And that you don't want. All right. So keep that in mind. So again, if I did it all over again from the beginning, like I'm sharing with you guys, I still would do a group practice. I would put my systems in place first versus trying to catch up and do the systems as I'm growing. All right, that is what I would look for. And your first hire is so meaningful. The first person I hired was similar to me personality-wise. I mean, they're gonna get it done, but they loved what they did. I could trust them. I knew they had my best interests at hand and all that good stuff. Now I'm proud to say that that person has their own practice, and I'm hella proud. My practice is built to help other people grow and generate and develop theirs. So it's not meant for me just to keep it all here because it's enough people to service for all of us. So definitely keep that in mind when you start hiring people. There's a possibility they're going to want to move and expand and expound upon their own thing, and I'm perfectly fine with that. There's just a way to do it. So of course you want to put rules and systems in place to make sure that it's done appropriately, but that is something to keep in mind. All right, so again, gotta say it again, I would do group if I had the option to start all over again. Definitely group versus the solopreneur. All right, so getting down to the last part, I want to talk to you about some of the advantages that most people miss. Most people do not understand, they don't cover this, and they don't discuss it. AI tools for your notes, scheduling, admin stuff, using technology has been a game changer. Using TikTok, YouTube, Instagram for all that organic marketing has also been a game changer. Having a virtual practice, lower overhead, higher profit margins. Also looking at the multiple state license. Another thing is community over competition. Find you about 3 to 5 therapist friends and refer out to each other. Keep the ball rolling. The resources are available now that did not exist when I started my practices. So platforms and tools, all that stuff that save you time and money, tap into it. It will help you. It will save you time, it will save you energy, and it will help you elevate and excel in this area of starting your own private practice. And most importantly, you got to understand that mindset shift. That's important. Now that you are starting a practice or scaling a practice, you have to think like a CEO from day one. You're not just a clinician anymore. You are a CEO. Your lifestyle has changed. Your goals have changed. You want to invest in coaching for yourself. You want to invest in a community. Aha, I got you in the comment section. Check it out. Join the community. And you want to make sure that you have tools and people that can help you scale and get to the next level. Your practice should fund your life, but it shouldn't consume it. That's the difference. A lot of people build practices and they consume themselves with doing everything pertaining to their practice, which is great, but your practice should make way for you to have the freedom, the flexibility, and the desire to do the things that you love and that you want to do. That is the purpose and the joy of being an entrepreneur. But you got to do it right if you want to do that. So developing a business plan, all that good stuff, you want to have it in place so it can be sustainable. The biggest thing that I learned when doing my practice is that I'm not just a therapist, I'm a business owner. And I went in there from day one thinking like a business owner. That's what's made it so easy for me to scale and elevate in many parts of my business. So I want you to really be mindful of that. Think of the cost to start up. Private practice is probably one of the most low-cost businesses you could ever start. The main thing that you need is your license, but you guys have already invested in that. You have your license. You've done those things. You don't need $50,000 to start. You don't need all that stuff. You don't. What you need to do is have a skill set, have a system, and of course, you gotta have that license. And I'm telling you right now, if I had to start all over again and start a practice, I would do it. Absolutely. But I'd be smarter about it. So keep in mind that you want to work hard, but it doesn't have to be hard all the time. You can work harder or you can work smarter. And I learned to do the latter later on in the business. But again, guys, I hope this video was hella helpful. Make sure that you join Arisza Hillman Inner Circle so I can help you level up and scale, give you the tools, give you the strategy, give you the blueprint, all the tools you need. The things that I said, your back office stuff that you might not have in place, your EHR system that you might not have in place. This is where you join the community to get the support and the resources. You're not going to find a community out there that's going to hold your hand and help you level up the way that we will. This is what we are built for. We're built for a community of therapists that want to help one another, want to help each other get to the next level and do the things that sometimes seem hard or like we just can't manage. And I'm telling you, we can help you make it manageable. Be blessed. Look forward to seeing you in the next one. And thank you so much for joining this channel.